Welcome back to another episode of Goat Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on goats on this channel, and we are continuing on with this falling in reverse train. I can't get off it. Ever since Buddy made me cry on Last Resort, I said, nah, this dude deserves my respect. He deserves my respect, deserves my ear. And like I expressed on my Patreon, some of my followers don't rock with Falling in Reverse. Either they don't like them or they don't like them anymore. And like there was like a childhood memory type band. Me, they're brand new. I never heard them before, so I'm having fun. I'm having fun with the ride. And I feel like today, even if they're like an old school band for you, I feel like today they're pretty mature. And I feel like Ronnie has, just from the last reactions I've seen, they've definitely evolved. So like if anything, I would tap back into them if I were one of you, and I tap because I feel like they definitely have evolved dramatically. So let's do it. Today we got The Drug in Me Is You. We're gonna do a double reaction, double whammy for that ass. We're gonna do the old one from like 13 years ago. Then we're gonna do the reimagined version. Let's get it. And all my Falling in Reverse fans, if you guys want to support or you just want to join the Patreon or whatever you want to do, the link will be in the description box below. And if you want to join the Patreon, I'll just start flooding the Patreon with Mad Falling in Reverse as well. I'll just add it to the repertoire. But yeah, let's get it.
I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find her staring in my face. The feel of mortal stock and still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin just in case.
I just think it's funny the way he used to look, and the way I feel this morning and morning all the day. He just like it's complete 180 like who he is today.
My body's tremble as it shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks in, shifts into overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every single time you roll with crooked dice. I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying fate don't fail me now. I've lost my goddamn mind.
I'm gonna say right now though, just because now I'm paying attention to the lyrics, even if the song is like it's old school rock punk band. I can see how these lyrics are gonna be hella deep, honestly, because I'm paying attention to the lyrics now.
It's all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume. The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I got these questions always running through my head. So many things that I would like to understand. If we are born to die and we all die to live, then what's the point of living life if it just contradicts? I found the darkness as it's trying to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying fate don't fail me now. I've lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here, trying to consume. The drug in me is you, and I'm so high on misery. Can't you see?
One thing I want to know is, all these members still the same today? I do want to know that. So I think somebody might have answered it, but I don't remember the answer. Are these guys all still together today? Has anybody been replaced? Same drummer, same guitarist? Like, what's up? Let me know. And yeah, I don't know how he came up with this video, because listening to the lyrics is like, dude, the video, these lyrics are hella deep. Oh, he's a badass. He's a badass. So these are all the members. They got the one Asian dude. Okay, I thought there was a black dude in their band. I don't know why I thought that. Thought somebody told me that. But okay, let's do it. You know what we're here for. Revamp. What am I saying? Reimagine. Now we're going to break it down. Piano. Piano time.
I heard a knock upon my door the other day. I opened it to find her staring in my face. The feel of mortal stalking still reverberates. Everywhere I go, I drag this coffin.
Woo!
Just in case.
Crazy.
My body's trembling, sends shivers down my spine. Adrenaline kicks and shifts into overdrive. Your secrets keep you sick, your lies keep you alive. Snake eyes every single time you roll with crooked eyes. I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying feet. Don't fail me now. I lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here. Trying to consume. The drug in me is you. And I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I've got these questions always running through my head. So many things that I would like to understand. If we are born to die and we all die to live, then what's the point of living life if it just contradicts? I felt the darkness as it tried to pull me down. The kind of dark that haunts 100-year-old house. I wrestle with my thoughts, I shook the hand of doubt. Running from my past, I'm praying feet. Don't fail me now. I lost my goddamn mind. It happens all the time. I can't believe I'm actually meant to be here. Trying to consume. The drug in me is you. And I'm so high on misery. Can't you see? I've
I know that feeling. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I couldn't pause it. I felt I was too drawn in. I couldn't pause it. I couldn't pause it at no point. Um, First of all, I love the fact that he kept taking it to a high level and then bringing it back down softly. It's like it was like it never landed. It never, like, you anticipated for it to get extremely high and then he'll bring the energy right back down, not dramatically, softly. Oh man, completely different song. Like the first one's almost a joke. If I'm being honest, completely different song. And that's not fair for me to say because I'm listening to it in 2024. And what year? That was 13 years ago. So 2000, I guess 11 or whatever. I would probably have a different reaction. But this, man, the drug in me is you. Okay, this is much different than Last Resort. It's somewhat similar, but I would say much different because this just carries like a profound sense of of entanglement. Ronnie, his lyrics just explore the intoxicational pull of something or someone, right, that becomes part of your identity, something that you can't escape. The drug isn't just literal. It can be literal because we know he had his issues with that as well, but it's symbolic at the same time. It's the duality again. These type of artists that create duality type of perspectives on songs. So it's like symbolism for like emotional or just mental dependencies, right? Perhaps a toxic relationship or self-destructive habits, right? Whether that be drugs or whatever case may be, or even someone like him, the destructive allure of fame. Even that is an addictive issue that a lot of and he's very popular, that people can go through. It's the feeling of just being, at the end of the day, it's the feeling of just being simultaneously addicted to and destroyed by something external yet deeply personal. So in many ways, the song speaks to the struggle between feeling trapped by your own choices, right? And the search for, I guess, liberating them, or not even liberation for yourself from them, right? So it's a more of a reflection of the darker sides of humans, right? That human nature, the parts that of us that we know are spiraling, but are so just deeply intertwined with the chaos that we can't even imagine life without it. And like that's what, like, towards the end, like you can tell he was like, when it went from snow to fire, it's like, why can't you see, like, whether it's that person you're dealing with or the mirror and the reflection yourself of these destructive personal bad choices or habits that you're dealing with, your vices, right? So when you listen to the reimagined version, the whole experience shifts, man. The stripped down, the stripped back freaking arrangement brings those, like, I guess, the emotions to the forefront. So Ronnie's vocals and his delivery it's breathtaking, but he showcases an impressive just range, like, and not just in terms of notes. Like, don't get it twisted. It's not all about the notes, you know what I'm saying? But more about the emotional depth that you can build or you can create, right? Something that you can connect differently to your listener, right? So the song starts with almost like delicate fragility in his voice, I would say, hovering in his head, his voice is almost at, not almost, it's like a falsetto, and but it's also exposing his vulnerable side. Is what he's doing with this, not with the lyrics, but that's what he's doing with the sound of his voice. He's creating a different emotional depth, which is important. A lot of people can't do that shit, but he's killing that. So he's like standing on the edge of his own reflection is what he's trying to make you feel, right? So then as the song, I would say, like, builds, you can feel him, I guess, transition into a chest voice. You know what I'm saying? So now he's connecting in a different way, right? So he's pouring power into those moments. It's so specific, man. When the emotion boils over, only to return to a softer, tender notes, as if he's retreating into himself again. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he broke out and now he's retreating again. So that push and pull feeling that he's doing with just the notes, not really the words, he's that push and pull, like between, I guess you could say, the light and heavy, soft and strong. It's almost like watching someone navigate their own turmoil, like balancing the highs and lows of their emotional state, right? The control he has over is his dynamics, particularly in how he uses his vibrato, like I would say spiringly, right? He kind of gives the listener, he pulls us in by just giving us space to feel the weight of each phrase, So it's like this, the high to low and the spaces in between. Those moments are key for you to breathe almost, and to understand and be receptive of what he's saying, right? Because he's giving you time he knows that you're in a trance of the sonics, and then when the sonics are done in their space, you get to acknowledge the words and the message behind. Now, I love that he puts the sonics in the front, though, because that's the pull, and then the message is the hook, and now you're done, you're in it, right? So it's about hitting the high. So it's not about hitting the highest notes, or belting out for the sake of power, like just to show off your skill in singing. It ain't about that. Like, it's about using his voice to serve the message of the song. So he's accomplished that. We know that already. But how can I say, like, in the this reimagined version, way different from the regular version, obviously, right? We don't have to, that goes without saying, but this isn't just like a performance, you know what I mean? It's a journey, man. It's a journey. Like, Ronnie leads us through his highs and lows, through the quiet reflection of regret to more urgent moments where he's almost like pleading for himself. So this is all range, not just range in notes, but range in message and range in emotions and all that. So the range is both, I would say, technically good, emotionally good, and it's what makes the song so compelling. Like, it's not just about what's sung. You know what I mean? It's more about how it's sung, I would say, in my personal opinion. So I know some people prefer it the other way, but it's as if each note, each breath almost carries the burden of everything he's been through, man. And that's what I'm most impressed with. That raw honesty is like what resonates with us, right? What resonates with the listener. The song reflects in an almost universal struggle type feel, where we all have those drugs in our lives, right? Where it's people, whether it's people habits or even mindsets, honestly. We know how it's hurting us, but can't quite let go of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's brilliant, man. It's the brilliance in the song, and Ronnie's vocal delivery obviously is how he captures that conflict. But that tension, though, between knowing something is bad for you and still feeling tethered to it, like, to express that in the way that he did and perfectly express it, man, that takes depth, and it takes experience, actually. You know what I'm saying? You can't just make shit like this up. Like, that's why we feel it so much, in that sense where we hear a cry for freedom, and maybe, just maybe, a glimpse of hope for release. The drug in me is you reimagine. This is a heavy one, man. This one to me felt very heavy. Very heavy, very heavy. Shout out to Fall in Reverse. Shout out to that boy Ronnie. Ronnie, you a legend, dog. You a legend. These dudes are so big. I'm so mad I'm so late to the train. I'm not mad because like, hey, we're doing this channel now and I guess it makes sense. But it's also just like I wish I was early to this train. I wish I was able to like start my page sooner so my page could be big enough so that by now I can these people that I be reacting to, I be wanting to know them in real life. Like not know them, but I be wanting to meet them, have an interview, get them on FaceTime for like 5 minutes, anything like that, right? Just because that's how intrigued I am into the music and the story. I want to know what's real. Like, hey, what was you thinking when you wrote this? Like, where were you? Where were you living when you wrote this song? Do you remember where you were at when you wrote this song? Like, what were you wearing? Like, because I feel like all that matters. Were you in a relationship when you wrote this song? You know what I'm saying? What was your state of mind? Were you sober? Were you know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of questions I would ask these dudes because I just feel like it would draw such awesome answers and just more for the fans to talk about, more for all of us to talk about and discuss, and we just get to know the artists in a fair way, you know what I'm saying, in a way that maybe they would want us to know them instead of we just assuming and listening to blogs and stuff like that. Ronnie catches a lot of flack. I've been reading a lot of just stuff like news stuff that he said, but man, he's ridiculed a lot. Reminds me of Eminem. Like he's ridiculed a lot in the media. They don't like him. The media doesn't love him, and I think that's what makes us love those guys. You know, we root for the underdogs, even though he's on top and he's doing this thing. The media wants him to be an underdog. You know what I'm saying? And we won't allow it because we hold the power. The people hold the power. So that's why I say just stay independent. Ren, stay independent. We got your back. I don't know if these dudes are independent, but at the end of the day, YouTube is where it's at, man. F these labels, man. They don't want y'all to eat. They don't want us to eat. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I'm gonna say I appreciate about Ronnie is that I didn't notice because I thought it was just Ren. I did a reaction to Ren, and I seen a video where he said, "Dispute it and we'll release it ASAP," and he ain't lying because anytime I've ever disputed any Ren tracks, they let you make money off it. So shout out to Ren. I love that about him. It just fits his whole character. Ronnie's the same way, man. I don't know if y'all know that. Other reactors probably know that, but just for the people that, in case the people don't know, he does the same thing. They don't release it. They let you share. They'll let you share revenue, which is still cool. It's not a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's not a lot, but it's still cool. You don't get no issues. No, at least it's able to post and you can make something off it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're not gonna make probably if you're a big page, you can make off it. I can't really make much off it because I'm small, but I reacted to another YouTuber, right? I haven't posted it on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to because honestly, I reacted to their song and this YouTuber. He's a big YouTuber, but he's also a rapper and he's pretty good. I reacted to it, and I remember watching a video of him talking about the labels that don't want the YouTubers to eat and blah, 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 you know, just rallying up the YouTube troopers. And then I react to his song, and he blocked it. Like, he didn't block it. He doesn't let you make any money off the song. I just thought that was hella contradictory, and I wouldn't have cared if I never had seen that interview where he talked about, you know, we're putting our time into these reactions. We should be able to earn, you know, we're giving analysis. We're bringing more people to the artist. We're helping the art. So if I'm doing the same thing, you know, I got a small channel. We're just approaching 13K. But if I'm promoting your page, your music in a very positive light, and you do the same thing where you copyright my video, it's just like, what? You're just like the label. Like, I don't get why. I don't get that. And I ain't gonna put nobody on blast because that ain't my style, but they know who they are. I just feel like that's not what I'm about, man. I do music too. One day I'll drop a song. I don't know when. I haven't recorded in like 4 years, but I still write constantly. So one day I'm gonna drop a song, and you know, if any YouTubers want to react to it, break it down, I will not be copywriting anything. You can make all the money you want off it. I don't care about that. I care about the love. I love the positive energy. But anyways, that's enough gossiping from me. Shout out to fALLENINREVERSE. I loved it. I'm gonna do the last resort where Papa Roach reacts to it. So that's what we're gonna do next. Stay tuned. We out.